Kevin, it seems like you kind of go out of your way to hype up a lot of the younger guys on this team when they're making good plays on the court. In particular, Reed Shepherd. You had some moments tonight where had that transition layup where Reed kind of looked like he might pass off to you, then scored, and then the mid-court dive on the floor. You just constantly out there hyping him up. What can those moments kind of do for a young guy?
I mean, encouragement goes a long way, and I hear when I make a shot, Reed, oh, that's tough, K. That's tough. Good move. And that just gives me energy, So I just try to reciprocate and be a good teammate, encourage when I see it, and because we always look to correct and we always want to solve solutions, but sometimes we lack in the encouragement department as athletes. So just try to do my best to encourage all my guys, especially Reed. He made some big plays for us.
Kevin, last week when we were in San Antonio, I asked you about the way that teams were guarding you, and you said that, that's an opportunity for your teammates to be more aggressive and they don't always have to get you the ball. And now we've seen over these last two games where, like tonight, Jabari had points, Reed had points, Alpi had points. Are you starting to see the difference in that now from last week and this week?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I don't know how many games this is, but to have 6 in double figures, I feel like we done did that a couple times. And to have 26 assists, 6 turnovers, it shows we're moving the basketball and playing through each other. So 19 shots, 16 shots, 13, 17 shots, 9 shots, all in the guys in the first unit. That's a good mixture, distribution of shots right there. So, and then later in the game, they loosen the defense up so I can get some shots off, So it's a team effort if we want to score as many points as we did tonight. And we got to continue to rely on one another if we want to keep this up.
A lot of people will look at the box scores and they'll see the points that you all scored, but you talk about the way that the minutes that Steven Adams gave you and especially Josh Okogie.
Man, Josh was great. Started that third quarter, I think that was his energy that got us that 20-point lead. He came out there, hit 2 threes, got a steal. I think he scored all his points right there maybe. So it was a great start of the quarter for us, and, you never know who's going to be that guy to step up and break the game open. So we always got to be ready for our opportunity.
You guys are creeping toward the top of the league in those kind of secondary assists or hockey assists.
Yeah.
That was kind of a theme in previous stops as yours. Do you think this is an offense that's similar to some of your best stops in a way?
I mean, when teams, trap heavily and double team heavily, I'm not going to get the assist most of the time. It's usually going to be the guy that I'm outletting to that's going to get that pass. So, 2 passes, 2 assists, that's good movement, good offense. So I never want to be the guy that, we look up, we got 30 assists and one guy got 18 of them. I think when we all have 5, 6, 4, 3 assists, it shows that we're moving the ball and playing off of each other. So most of the time, you're not going to get the stats, if I'm getting doubled and trapped. So I just got to trust my teammates, and guys came through.
When you have guys draped all over you and trying to get a hand in your face when you're shooting a jumper, do you even see them, or are you so focused on the basket that you don't even notice that they're there?
I mean, it varies. I mean, sometimes I when I lose focus, I look at my defender, look for a split second, then I look back at the rim and I miss. So I just try to stay conscious of no matter what, keep my eyes on the rim, stick with my fundamentals, and not get too worried about 2 or 3 guys contesting. So it tests my focus for sure. But, I try to stay conscious of just always staring at the rim.
When you guys are constantly turning defense into offense and you've got not just your guards, but Alpi had 3 steals tonight, how much does that kind of help take some of the burden off of you to always, get stuff going in half-court situations?
Yeah, I mean, the great teams got multiple attacks. They can score in a half-court transition, offensive rebounding. They can score in multiple ways. So, the more attacks, the better for us. And we force Denny to 7 turnovers. I mean, he's playing at an all-star level, so to force him to 7 turnovers and to have 4 points in the first half, I think that's what got us going a bit. I mean, he's a great player, so he's going to get it going. But, we show him bodies all night, and we just try to be physical, So if we could turn teams over, 20 turnovers with 30 points, that's a great win for us.
Kevin, it seems like more teams will go zone against you guys at some point, and there was a play where they had you at the nail and you were able to find, I think it was Steven, for the cut. Why is putting you in that spot so effective to rely on your playmaking and your vision?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that when you go zone, You pretty much want to keep stuff on the perimeter and not let guys drive and get to those spots. But I like the mid-range area, so I think once I flash up to that free throw line, the whole defense is kind of wondering, all right, what do I do here now? So I just try to cause some confusion by getting up there and also roaming at the three-point line just to make the defense keep them honest. And when I got at that free throw line, I heard them talking. They didn't know what to do once I flashed and then Steven ducked in. So little plays like that, little wins like that is stuff that we can look at and get better from.
Katie, look at the box score, 30 points on 63% shooting. At 37 years old, that's not normal. How often do you take some time to appreciate what you're still able to do at this level?
I mean, when you got guys like Steph Curry, LeBron James, James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, I'm sure I'm missing so many other 35-plus-year-olds in the league. But when they go out there and set the tone and still look like they in their mid-20s every day, then they just inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. So shout out to all the 35-plus guys in the league. They definitely out there inspiring a lot of people. So I just want to be a part of that group and be aggressive and play my game, man. So shout out to all of those guys.